Consider this coordinate plane. Here, four equal parts, that is first quadrant, second quadrant, third and fourth quadrant. I have one trick. What is that? After we start from first quadrant, after school, this is the second quadrant. 2, this is the third quadrant. College, mean fourth quadrant. After school to college. What is the meaning of this? We select just the first letter. Here A. A mean all T ratios are positive. All T ratios are positive. Here we select the first letter of school, that is S. It means sine and its reciprocal 1 upon sine, which is cosecant theta. Only sine and cosecant they are positive. Here in third quadrant T, the first letter is T. T mean tangent, tangent and its reciprocal 1 upon tangent, which is cotangent theta, they are positive. Only these T ratios are positive in third quadrant. Now coming to in fourth quadrant, college, first letter is C. C mean cos and its reciprocal, it mean secant theta, they are positive, and other T ratios they are negative in fourth quadrant. From the concept of reduction formula, one very important conclusion is, if we take 90 degree plus theta angle or 90 degree minus theta angle, even if we say here from here 3 into 90 degree plus theta or 5 into 90 degree plus theta and so on, that is what we are saying here. 1 into 90 degree plus theta, 3 into 90 degree plus theta, 5 into 90 degree plus theta. What is this? Odd multipliers with 90 degree. That is odd number into 90 degree plus theta. What happens if we have this situation? Similarly here also, in case of minus, 3 into 90 degree minus theta, 5 into 90 degree minus theta and so on. And lastly here also odd number into 90 degree minus theta. What happens? Why we are discussing this? If we are taking this angle, then the conclusion is sine becomes cos and cos becomes sine. Tangent becomes cotangent and cotangent becomes tangent. Secant becomes cosecant and cosecant becomes secant. This is the conclusion. So in case of these, we have the conclusion: sine becomes cos, cos becomes sine, tangent becomes cotangent, cotangent becomes tangent, secant becomes cosecant, cosecant becomes secant. For example, sine 90 degree minus theta, because 90 degree minus theta, so what we say, this mean sine becomes cos theta. Similarly, secant 90 degree plus theta, 90 degree plus theta, it means sine secant will become cosecant. This is equal to cosecant theta. But one more thing, in second quadrant only sine theta and cosecant theta are positive, so the result will be negative. But this is true that secant is changed into cosecant theta. Now we shall discuss more about trigonometric functions. First of all, starting with here, the value of sine 0 degree. This is of course 0. Now what happens? What is the value of sine pi by 2? This is equal to 1. Okay. Now what we are going to do? What is sine pi by 2 plus pi by 2? Okay, here we are using this rule, sine 90 degree plus theta, this is equal to cos theta. Okay, also we know that in first quadrant all t ratios sine theta positive, cos theta positive, tangent positive, cotangent positive, secant positive and cosecant positive. In second quadrant, only sine and its reciprocal, that is cosecant, are positive, and other four t ratios they are negative. In third quadrant, only tangent and cotangent they are positive, and other four t ratios they are negative. Lastly, in fourth quadrant, only cos and its reciprocal, that is secant, they are positive, and other four t ratios they are negative. Now here sine pi by 2 mean 90 degree plus 90 degree, sine pi by 2 plus theta, sine 90 degree plus theta, according to this becomes cos theta. So if theta is replaced by 90 degree, sine 90 degree plus 90 degree, that is equal to cos 90 degree, because in second quadrant sign is positive, so this is positive sign. So what we say here, this is result is cos pi by 2, and we know what is the value of cos pi by 2. We know that cos 0 is equal to 1 and cos pi by 2 is equal to 0. So cos 90 degree, this is equal to 0. So what is the value? Cos pi by sine pi by 2 plus pi by 2, this is equal to 0. Now pi by 2 plus pi by 2, it mean 2 pi by 2 pi. So what we value we have now? Here this becomes sine pi, and its value we have got, the answer is 0. Next again, sine this pi plus pi by 2. So what happens now? Suppose we have the coordinate system of axis, x axis and y axis. Okay, so sine pi mean from here to here, this is pi, pi plus something, pi plus theta, it mean third quadrant. And in third quadrant, this is the third quadrant, only tangent and cotangent are positive, sine is negative, so we write here sine minus sine. Okay, because sine is negative in third quadrant. Now we write just this second one, that is sine pi by 2, and value of pi by 2, sine pi by 2 is 1, but here minus is already there, value becomes minus 1. Also solving this pi plus pi by 2, that becomes 3 pi by 2. So here we can write sine of 3 pi by 2 is equal to minus 1. So this was the result. Again next what we do, we write here sine this angle, that is 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 2 again, that is equal to sine 3 pi by 2 mean this is 1 pi by 2, now 2 pi by 2, now 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 plus something, this quadrant, fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, what we know, in fourth quadrant cos and secant they are positive, so sign here is negative. And because we are having 90 degree into odd, so this sign will become cos, and we just write pi by 2. This is equal to minus cos pi by 2 value is 0, minus 0 mean 0. One more thing, this 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 2, answer is 4 pi by 2, that is equal to 2 pi. So what is the conclusion here? What we can say? We can say sine of 2 pi is equal to, finally we have 0. Now one more, let us see what is the value of sine after this 2 pi. We add one more pi by 2. Then what happens? 2 pi mean one complete circle. This way, one complete circle. This becomes 2 pi. 2 pi plus something mean we again come at first quadrant. In first quadrant, we know that all t ratios are positive. Okay, 2 pi mean this sign will remain sign. In first quadrant, all t ratios are positive, so sine pi by 2, and sine pi by 2 value is 1. So this way we again get 1. So mean to say 2 pi plus pi by 2, the result is 5 pi by 2. Sine of 5 pi by 2, that is equal to 1. Similarly, we can find other values as well. Now coming to cosine side, cos 0 is 1, cos pi by 2 is 0. Now next is, what is the value of cos pi? Cos pi mean cos pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 plus something, cos 90 degree plus theta. What is this? In second quadrant, cos is negative, so minus, and cos will become sine theta. So in place of theta we have 90 degree, so this is equal to minus sine 90 degree. And what is sine 90 degree? Sine pi by 2, value is 1, minus is already here, so this is minus 1. So what is the value of cos pi? This is equal to minus 1, so what we write? Minus 1 as the answer. Now taking next, cos this pi, again adding pi by 2, so this becomes cos, because we are taking in pi mean from here to here, this is pi. Pi plus something mean third quadrant. In third quadrant, cos is negative, so we put here minus sign. Cos, this becomes cos pi by 2, but the value of cos pi by 2 is 0, so the whole value is 0. Pi plus pi by 2, that is 3 pi by 2, so we have cos of 3 pi by 2 is equal to 0. This is the conclusion. Next time again, what is cos 2 pi? Cos 2 pi. Cos 2 pi mean this cos 3 pi by 2 plus pi by 2. Okay, 3 pi by 2 mean here this way, first pi by 2, second pi by 2, third pi by 2, plus something mean fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is negative, cos is positive, so we write here equal to plus sign. Cos 3 pi by 2, 3 into odd number, 3 is odd number, so cos will become sine theta, that is sine pi by 2, and the value of sine pi by 2 is 1, so ultimately cos 2 pi is 1. Now if we are interested to find the value of cos 5 pi by 2, this mean cos this 2 pi plus pi by 2, it mean 2 pi mean one complete circle plus something mean in first quadrant. This first quadrant all t ratios are positive, this will remain cos pi by 2, and the value of cos pi by 2 is 0. So finally what we say, what is the value of cos 5 pi by 2, this is 0. Okay, like this we can proceed, we can find other values of cosine also. From this we can have some important results. What are they? Here we see that sine 0 is 0, sine 1 pi is 0, sine 2 pi is 0. Similarly we shall have sine 3 pi is equal to 0, and so on. Lastly what the conclusion is, sine n pi is 0. Okay, so what we can say, sine x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to n pi, where n belongs to z, mean integers. Similarly in case of cosine, cos pi by 2 is 0, cos 3 pi by 2 is also 0, cos 5 pi by 2 is also 0, mean to say 1 into pi by 2, 3 into pi by 2, and so on. What we can say, cos odd number mean 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, the value is always 0. That is what we can say here, cos x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n belongs to any integer. One more important result we can have here. What is that? We see that sine 0 zeros, this is x, sine x is equal to the values, x is changing, so what we can say, x belongs to the set of all real numbers, whereas the value this lies between, result is in between 0 1 minus 1, y just belongs to minus 1 to plus 1 in case of for sine and cosine functions. So domain mean the value of domain of sine x is equal to the set of all real numbers, and range of sine x, that is equal to minus 1 to plus 1. Similarly domain of cos x is equal to set of all real numbers, and range of cos x is equal to minus 1 to plus 1. Now with the help of these values we are going to sketch the graph of sine x. First of all, this value we have sine 0, this is sine 0, then y is 0, so this point, sine pi by 2, the value is 1, so here this is the value, sine pi, this is 0, that is on x axis, sine 3 pi by 2, this is minus 1 mean this point is the value, sine 2 pi is again 0, that is on x axis, sine 5 pi by 2, this is 1, that is here. Okay, if we join these points, then we have this graph this way. On joining we get this. Okay, similarly we can have left side minus pi by 2 minus pi minus 3 pi by 2 minus 2 pi minus 5 pi by 2. So here this will be moving like this. Thereafter at pi the value will be 0. Now at this point the value is plus 1, thereafter minus 2, right? So this will be the graph of sine theta. Under domain and range of trigonometric functions, the domain of sin x is x belongs to the set of all real numbers, and range, that is y belongs to minus 1 to 1, because y is equal to f of x. Here f of x value is sine of x. Similarly, from these values we can sketch the graph of cos theta also. So what is the graph of cos theta? First of all, take cos 0. Here this is 0. Cos 0, y is 1. That means this point is the value. Cos pi by 2, value is 0. Here this is 0. Cos pi mean this point, at this point value is minus 1. So minus 1 is here. So this is the point. Next is cos 3 pi by 2. 3 pi by 2 value is 0. So this is the point. Next cos 2 pi, at this value is 1. That is this point will be there. Cos 5 pi by 2, again we have 0. Now again what we are doing, we are joining these points this way. Like this we are joining the points. Okay, like this will be the graph. Similarly, proceeding to the left side of y-axis, the graph, this will become, this point will be here. Next we shall have this point, then this point, thereafter this point, then this point. That is, we shall join these points. Okay, this is the graph of cos function, cos theta. Domain and range of trigonometric functions. Here function is cosine x. Y is equal to f of x is equal to cos x. Domain of cos x is, that is x belongs to the set of all real numbers. Range, that is y. Y belongs to minus 1 to 1. Now let us find the value of tangent function. First of all, what is the tangent? 0. That is equal to 0 divide 1. Sine upon cos is tangent. 0 divide 1, answer is 0. So this is equal to 0 value. Next is, what is tangent pi by 2? 1 divide 0, that is not defined, plus infinity we can say here. Next is the value of tangent pi, that is equal to 0 divide minus 1, again 0. Next is tangent 3 pi by 2, minus 1 divide 0, not defined. Because of this minus, this will be negative infinity. Tangent 2 pi, 0 upon 1 will be answer will be 0. Sine here tangent 5 pi by 2, the answer will be 1 upon 0, that is plus infinity. So from here let us sketch the graph of tangent theta. Graph of tangent theta. First of all, tangent 0 is 0, so this is the point. Tangent pi by 2 is infinity, that is what we can say. Plus infinity mean we are moving like this. At pi by 2 this will not touch this parallel line parallel to y axis. In a dotted form we have drawn one line which is parallel to y axis, and this red line indicating the graph of tangent theta, this will never touch this dotted line because this will never reach to pi by 2. Similarly pi tangent pi is 0, so here this is the point from which it will pass. Tangent 3 pi by 2 is negative infinity, but before that tangent pi by 2 is plus infinity. Here it will start from here. Now again it is not touching this dotted line, so but this way it will pass like this. Again at 3 pi by 2 infinity, so this is not touching this dotted line. Okay, again we start from this line, and at 2 pi tangent is 0, so this point it will pass like this. We can say this is the graph. Okay, similarly we can sketch to the left side of y axis also, that is continuing this graph. Here we shall have this graph. Again starting from here, from this point this will pass, and like this. Again at minus 2 pi this is 0, so this way the graph of tangent theta can be sketched. Domain and range of the trigonometric functions. Here tangent x is the function, so what is the domain? Domain mean x, the value of x. X belongs to set of all real numbers, but x should not take the value 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, because at these points this is not defined. Similarly, range. Here range, that is y, belongs to set of all real numbers, is the range of tangent of x. Similarly, in order to sketch the graph of a cotangent function, graph of a cotangent function, for this first of all we find the respective values of cotangent. Here firstly, what is cotangent 0? That is cos theta divide sin theta. 1 divide 0 not defined, we can say plus infinity. Here this next is cos cotangent of pi by 2, this value 0 divide 1 is 0. Next is cotangent of pi, minus 1 divide 0, that is minus infinity. Next is cotangent of 3 pi upon 2, so value is 0 divide minus 1, that is 0. Next is cotangent of 2 pi, 1 divide 0, that is plus infinity. Next cotangent of 5 pi divide 2, 0 divide 1, that is 0. So this way Now we can sketch the graph also. How? So first of all, cotangent 0, this is infinity. Cotangent pi by 2, this is 0. So this point. So first of all, we have like this, the graph will be like this. Okay. Cotangent pi is minus infinity. So this way at pi, this will be downward like this. Again, what we do, this whole line is plus infinity, so that is cotangent pi. At cotangent pi we start with infinity. At 3 pi by 2 this is 0, that is this passes through this point. So we have now again like this. At 2 pi again infinity, so we draw, this will never touch this dotted line. Okay, cotangent 5 by 2 is again 0, so the graph will be like this, passing through like this. Similarly here also, what we can have from towards here, we shall have the graph like this. It will pass through this at 0 minus pi by 2, and this will never touch y axis. Thereafter this will pass through this 0 at minus 3 pi by 2. So graph will be like this. So this is the graph of cotangent theta. With the help of these values of cotangent, we can sketch the graph very easily. Similarly, domain and range of cotangent x, y is equal to f of x is equal to cotangent x. Here domain is the set of all real numbers, but x cannot take the values n pi, where n is integer, because at these values of x, cotangent takes the value infinity, not defined. Y, that is range of cotangent x, is the set of all real numbers. Now in order to sketch the graph of secant theta, first of all let us find the values of secant. That is, first of all, secant 0, the reciprocal of 1 is 1. Next is secant pi by 2, 1 upon 0 is infinity. Secant pi, that is 1 upon minus 1, answer is minus 1. Next is secant of 3 pi upon 2, 1 upon 0 is infinity. Secant 2 pi, 1 upon 1 is 1. Next is secant of 5 pi upon 2, 1 upon 0, that is infinity. Now here this is the system of coordinate axes, x axis and y axis. This is origin. So first of all, secant 0 is plus 1, that is this is the point. And secant pi by 2, this is infinity. So we have the graph like this. Next time secant pi is minus 1. Here secant pi is minus 1, mean this is the point. Secant 3 pi by 2 is infinity. 3 pi by 2 is infinity, it mean like this. We have the graph. And secant pi by 2 was also infinity, so graph is like this. Okay, so likewise we have secant 2 pi at this is 1, so 1 mean here. Okay, so we can sketch the graph like this. This is the graph of secant theta. So here also we can move left side also. This way we shall have minus 1. So this will be the shape of the graph. Okay, so here like this we can sketch the graph of secant function. Now if we discuss about the domain and range of secant x, then what is domain? Domain here, again x belongs to the set of all real numbers, and x cannot take the value n pi where n is any integer, because at these values secant is not defined. Secant takes the value infinity. Similarly, we can discuss about range of secant x from the graph. Range y is the set of all real numbers, but here greater than or equal to 1, less than or equal to minus 1. Okay, so this way, this is the range of secant x. Now lastly, how to sketch the graph of cosecant theta. Firstly, finding the values of cosecant theta. Here cosecant 0, the reciprocal of sine 1 upon 0 is plus infinity. Cosecant of pi by 2, that is equal to 1 upon 1. Cosecant of pi 1 upon 0 infinity. Cosecant of 3 pi by 2, that is equal to minus 1. Cosecant of 2 pi, this is equal to 1 upon 0 infinity. Cosecant of 5 pi by 2, that is equal to 1 upon 1 1. In the coordinate system of axes, first of all, we see that cosecant pi by 2 is 1. So cosecant pi by 2 is 1. So this is the point from where the graph will pass. Cosecant 0 is infinity. So here 0, it means this will not touch the y-axis. Just like this, we shall have the graph. At cosecant pi also infinity, so cosecant 3 pi by 2, this is minus 1. So minus 1 is here. This is the point from which this graph will pass. So because cosecant pi is 0, so like this. Again cosecant 2 pi is infinity, so this way. Now cosecant 5 pi by 2 is 1, so this is 1. Okay, so the graph will be like this. Here also we can sketch the graph at left hand side of y-axis like this. Okay, next time at minus 3 pi by 2, the graph will be like this. Okay, so this is the graph of cosecant theta. Under domain and range of the trigonometric functions, if y is equal to f of x, this takes the value of cosecant x. Then domain, the set of all real numbers, but x is not equal to n pi, where n belongs to integers. Because at x is equal to n pi, cosecant is not defined. This takes the value infinity. So this is the domain. Likewise, what is range? That is, what is the value of y? Here y can take all the values of real numbers, but only greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to minus 1. Only these values can take this y. So this is the range of cosecant x. If we discuss about domain and range of secant function, then domain mean the value of x. X belongs to set of all real numbers except x equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, because here n is integers. At this value, secant function is not defined, infinity. Similarly, range mean the value of y, the set of all real numbers. Again, y is greater than or equal to 1, less than or equal to minus 1. This is the range of secant x.